From new basketball courts unveiled in style to stories of people going the extra mile. These stories and so much more coming up next on Richland Now. Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Richland Now. I'm Holly Logan. After a thorough and arduous recruitment effort, Richland City Manager Cindy Rentz announced she did not find the right candidate to fill the police chief position at this time. In April of this year, the City of Richland and recruitment firm, Ralph Anderson and Associates, began an extensive recruitment effort to replace our chief of police. Potential candidates were evaluated through a series of applications, interviews, background assessments, and a community open house. Richland City Manager Cindy Rentz explained that she, quote, appreciates the patience of the community throughout this very important process. The City Council and I are committed to the process and are determined to find the right fit for our city. I have the utmost of confidence in Chief Jeff Taylor, and he will continue as interim chief of police until further notice, end quote. The Richland, Pasco, and Kennewick Police Departments are presenting a landlord and property manager training seminar for their crime-resistant community living and crime-free multi-housing programs. The topics include crime prevention through environmental design, narcotics, gangs, code enforcement, fire codes, and landlord-tenant law. This year's course is Thursday, October 4th, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Pasco Police Department, located at 215 West Sylvester Street. The seminar is free, but you are required to register for this event, which can be done through the RPD's Facebook page. Lace up your shoes, grab your friends, and head to Columbia Playfield Park to shoot hoops on the brand new basketball courts. The courts were officially dedicated at an exciting and emotional ceremony on September 8th. The renovation project was spearheaded by Richland Bomber class of 1963 alumni Jim House. He donated $50,000 to the project, which was paired with $125,000 of block grant funding to cover the cost of the renovation. These courts are a community amenity and part of Columbia Playfield Park, not Richland High School, even though they are painted in the famous green and yellow color scheme. The dedicated members of the VIPS program not only support the community and the police department through their donation of labor, but their financial donations as well. Recently, members of the Volunteers and Police Services presented a check for over $700 to the Richland Police Department Foundation as a contribution to the Community Care Fund. The money came straight from the pockets of the volunteers, not through a fundraising effort. The Community Care Fund is used by Richland police officers to help people in crisis, whether it be buying food, gas, clothing, or shelter. Some employees at a Richland business were caught in the act of kindness. Recently, a Richland police officer responded to a call in the area of Columbia Point Marina Park that involved a homeless family. While one of the parents was taken into custody, a young child was left behind with the other adult. Employees at the Richland Marriott Town Place Suites noticed the incident and provided food and drinks to the child, even though the business had no involvement with the case. Thank you, Marriott, and your employees for being such a great community partner. We need to say thank you to the Kiwanis Club of the Tri-Cities for their generous grant donation to the Richland Fire Department. The Kiwanis Club's donation of $1,000 allowed the department to purchase 156 trauma teddies. The huggable and lovable teddies are used to comfort children on EMS and fire-related calls. The teddies even have cute Richland Fire and EMS shirts. We want to add that while the fire department genuinely appreciates the gesture, they cannot accept used stuffed animal donations due to allergy and asthma safety concerns. Don't get mixed up by the name change. The popular senior picnic is now called the Community Picnic. The picnic features live music, games, activities, and recreation class demonstrations. Food trucks will be on site, and you can pre-purchase a meal for $5. Pre-purchased meals can be purchased at the Richland Community Center. The community picnic is Friday, September 21st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Southridge Sports and Events Complex at 2901 Southridge Boulevard in Kennewick. There is no fee to attend. Join volunteers for a walk through the city's history as revealed in its houses. From pre-war to mid-century with a heavy dose of alphabet homes, this easy walk will cover approximately 3 miles. The hike is weather permitting, free, and no registration is required. The History Through Houses Walk is Sunday, September 23rd, beginning at 1 p.m. Meet at the corner of Wilson Street and Johnston Avenue by Chief Joe Middle School. We hope to see you there. Students have been back in school for a few weeks, which means the difficulty and amount of homework is increasing. If you or your child is looking for help with math, there is an answer. The Battelle Math mentors and coaches volunteer their services every Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon to help students from elementary to college with their math homework. The tutoring is held in the STEAM space at the Richland Public Library. Now this is cool. The Reach Museum will open its doors free of charge on Saturday, September 22nd, as part of Smithsonian Magazine's 14th annual Museum Day Live. All you have to do is download a Museum Day Live ticket at the link below. One ticket will get 2 people into the Reach, and 1 ticket per email address is permitted. The Mid-Columbia Master Singers return to the B Reactor for a weekend of concerts that commemorate the 75th anniversary of the Manhattan Project. The title of the program is Song of Democracy. The performances are September 28th, 29th, and 30th. Tickets cost $100 for the Friday and Sunday concert and are for guests 21 and over and include dinner. The Saturday concert is $75. All ages are welcome and includes heavy appetizers. All 3 performances include bus transportation to the reactor site. A portion of each ticket sold will be donated to support the Hanford unit of the Manhattan Project National Historical Park. Our 3rd annual City of Richland Employee Kickball Tournament was a huge success. This tournament is one way we support the United Way and their local programs. We are thrilled to share that we raised $1,528 this year, which is an increase from last year. 8 teams battled courageously throughout the bracket, but when the last out was recorded, it was the Richland Police Department versus Parks and Public Facilities for the title. The upset was not in the cards, and the police department celebrated their 3rd consecutive title. Although I have to share that Parks players Joe Schissel and Stan Johnson had to leave the championship match to attend the Parks Commission meeting. So maybe an asterisk to their title? If you would like more information on any story you've seen here, or if you are looking for information on a specific topic, visit the City of Richland's webpage at the link below. And don't forget to interact with us on our social media platforms. We are where you are. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm Holly Logan. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Richland Now.